This DJ's so funky, man.
On 3, 2, 1. Activate.
This is the RDDC podcast.
Welcome to the Real Double Dose channel. This is your host Lex, coming to you straight from the heart, where the talk is real and the vibe is always live. I'm glad to be on here with you all because I miss my RDDC families, and as always, you can have a slice of everyday life right here. So, any questions, show requests, or feedback, or any inquiries with our YouTube channel, our apparel store, our blog, Touchdown with recipes, cook ideas, food for the spirit, a lot of segments on there, as well as motivational videos and a little bit of everything, a slice of everyday life. You can always reach us at realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. That's realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com. I assure you, regardless of what the post may say on the dates, there's someone who's always watching, just like in real life. Our life. Outside the internet. Anyway, so you understand where I'm coming from. And for any inquiries and show requests and so forth, even the questions that you have that we also have been responding back to those who have reached, you can reach us at Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. That's Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. And we love you all. And I do have a wonderful segment here, and I am staying on it. It is getting hot. It's becoming more of summer, and we know what these next 3 roughly months has to bring for us. Some want a suntan, some like the warm water of the ocean, some just like the barbecue grill, and some of us just like to run inside and get in the AC and go out to the garden when the sun cools down a little bit. So a little bit of everything for everyone, but I'm glad to be on here. It's not much of a gap, but we have so many more things coming for you, and I can't wait to roll them out. So hopefully, we pray this summer is going to be exactly that time. I wanted to make sure we had one of the questions answered from the special people that are always reaching out to us. And we have one that comes from Camille. This question, and this segment is going to be called Halfway. Okay, half full, half empty. We'll call it the half point. Okay, it's going to be half something. Let's put it that way. But Camille's question, Camille is definitely one of our wonderful RDDC families just as well. She stays in contact a lot, and we appreciate the things that you need feedback on, and we also grow from you. And she is from Washington, D.C. So, Camille, this question will be answered because I'm sure there's a lot of people and a lot of different inquiries we've had that have this question as well, and that is half full. Okay, so no matter how we break it down, the question that Camille had is, how do you know in life when you're only staying at the halfway point, the half mark, the half full, or half empty? So that's all of it broken down to one. Now, this is kind of unique because this came in my life itself. And I was looking at this from a couple people actually, but one particular, quote, friendship that I've had. Past tense. Okay, I had to cut that off, right? Something causes you to break loose of yourself. You got to break loose of it. So what came down to that was someone wanted to always, like I had mentioned before, different people in your life will always try to mimic the point of being there. It's like Mr. TD was saying, some are your comrades, your confidants, and I'm not sure what the other C was, but at the same time, my mind is still baffled about that one. But it's basically those you can trust in, those who are for the cause you're at, and those who are there for you because you serve a purpose in which they like. when it comes down to halfway, you have to look at whatever question you're coming from. Now, we don't know if it's based on relationships alone or it's just in life in general, but a whole sum of it, how we can break it down. If you're only getting half full from the things that you're doing, whether it be a certain meal that you're eating for a special diet, you could always find something low calorific or drink extra water or do something to make yourself feel more fuller. Now, it might not be satisfactory, but it'll definitely pull off the trick enough. If you're in a relationship and there's something that you've been trying to do and the other person won't complete that measurement, it doesn't mean because they're necessarily inadequate. It just means that there's something for you to do and translate on your own. Now, it's different if they're completely discombobulated or cut off from anything you're trying to do whatsoever. Then you have to question yourself as to why are we here? Okay. As far as yourself, giving yourself halfway. Now, I have a lot of problems with energy myself lately. I mean, I've had a severe major pinched nerve, tendon spasms, rupture, whatever, to the point where I had to go in the hospital and still getting checked for different things. Even, I don't like to say the BC word, okay, but I'll say it real quick. Blood clots. I was getting things checked out because they run the family in different ways. So it hasn't been like the easiest kind of summary or whatever for things going on in my life. But I started looking at it like, oh man, I had to take some time away from the experience that I took on downtown to get more insight and more energies and stuff like that. But I think over the past several months, it's been taking more from me on different aspects than it has been. But it's something I'm getting used to now, but I looked at it like I was giving myself halfway. I wasn't giving myself the fullness of what I know is a part of life. And in that process, Camille, or to anyone else, that energy can be taken away from you and distributed in different ways, but it also pulls from you in everything that you are and everything that you're a part of. Whether you're serving yourself half full, whether someone else is giving you half empty, no matter what it is, if it's for your business and you're only giving half of it, just expect half back. That's what I expect. I've only been giving half of what I can do. And the other part has to do with me not putting more time in my health and my energy and my love for different things and neglecting myself per se physically, on the recuperation and meditation. Meditational end, but I've been giving a lot of myself towards different things, but it's still a balance on how much we're willing to go half the way. If we're not willing to go all the way, then we should step back. Now, when it comes down to RDDC, it's different things where I feel like if I can't give my fullness, I won't give it half. If I can't give it at least 90%, I'm not going to give it anything, because I know that this means more to me with you guys connecting than it is just, oh, hey, welcome to the RDDC. It's not that kind of way. I want to give you my welcome to the RDDC. This is your host, Lex. That's what I want to give to you, no matter how I'm feeling inside or what I'm going through. And that's what gets us going. If you feel like life is giving you half, remember, it's always where you strategically place yourself. It's always the things that are going on in your life that you have to look at. If people are in your life that are giving you half of what you know you deserve or what you feel you deserve, then you have to evaluate that really quickly and don't waste too much time on it. I mean, quickly could be weeks or even for some people months or years. But for me, I'd rather just nip it in the bud. Give it a few days to think about it, try to assess it. And it's not the point you're demanding more out of them, because if a person truly loves you and cares, maybe they're not aware of it or not, but you don't have to keep spending time trying to convince them that you're worth it, trying to convince them in some shape, way, or form that you deserve more than the halfness that they're giving. They should automatically feel that, because as you've inquired about deeply and more depth, should I say, if they are willing to say, Camille, I need this, I need that, I need this. This is what's going on with me. Can you help me with this? Da-da-da-da. They want you to be there for their things, but they're willingly or even unknowingly not there for yours. That means they have a complete investment of fullness within themselves, and you're a part of that fullness that they complete themselves with. Some of us feel obligated to be there for things that have nothing to do with our own accord. Sometimes we've played our part enough and we just don't know how to step back for a moment and get our fullness more completed. No one will ever be able to complete you. You might feel more completed with them, but nothing will ever complete you except the infinite source of all things. That is where we stem from. That's where we come from. We all want a oneness and a connectivity and a come together. But at the end of the day, you are within you. You are born alone, you die alone, regardless if you're attached to some other twin connected to you or not. It's just the whole thing. How much fullness have you given yourself? Because it's not the point of you getting full so you can go get half empty, right? Die empty, live full, or live full, die empty. It's the point of you feeling full enough to where no one or nothing can take from your fullness of capacity. Nothing can ever make you feel half empty or half complete or halfway, right? So just for the fact that you're willing to admit these things and see these things, which a lot of us don't want to or even want to speak about for a moment, shows a lot of how much of that readiness of fullness you're ready to give yourself. So assess what you have that feels halfway in your life and say, okay, well, I don't want to be a part of this if I can't get the completion of it. I don't want to shortchange myself on writing this book or making this dish if I can't get all the ingredients, or going outside to landscape my garden, but I'm still not going up to quote or should I say example a Menards to go get some stuff for it, whatever it might be. But at the same time, don't shortchange yourself too, because little steps gradually get you there. Sometimes it's not about building Rome in one day. Sometimes it's about putting those rocks together to build up the towers of what you want. So at the same time, like I said, there's always a balance of things. You know already what you can do with what you have and what you're not doing and allowing yourself because of what you think you don't have. But we all have at any given time all the answers and all the keys right there at that moment. We just seek other means to find it. So if you're feeling like you're getting halfway from your position at work, or what you're doing in life, demand more of it, and demand more from yourself first, and assess yourself and look at all the possibilities that are open to you. If you feel like that in a relationship where someone is definitely in it for themselves and completely without you, think about it and say, I know I'm Camille. I deserve more. There's more to it. And it's not about the material things. It's about the spiritual, emotional, and physical journey that comes along with it. It's about that kind of shared connection, because no one wants to invest something into anything and you're not having an investment back. When we have children, or when people have children, their investment is to seeing that child grow and be happy and see love in them and see them be successful. When people plant a seed in the ground, whether it be an apple seed or a nice little tulip, their investment is to toil that land and see that beautiful fruit or flower blossom. When people get to the point where they want to invest in a nice outfit, they get to where they want to invest in looking good or getting down to a size or up to a size to where they can fit in there and wear it out and feel proud of themselves, or a hairstyle. Or when you go into a relationship, you want to make sure you can make that person feel fulfilled. You both can be happy and grow and do things in that manner to always get the completion of the fullness that you're looking for outside of yourself. But remember, the only halfways that we have are outside of ourselves, when we're not giving ourselves the inner of what we deserve. When we start filling ourselves up like I am doing right now, Camille, I'm so glad that you asked this question, because that's something I've been, and I'm telling you, this is why I put them out here, because some of these things we don't even know we're going through or happening unless it's kind of presented out there like, let me look at a couple things in my life. Maybe I am, and it's not to nitpick, but there's some things that stand out like a flashlight or a red light blinking at you. Some things that you just know are. And for me, I was sitting here basing it off of, how am I going to feel this day? How is this person feeling? Sometimes I get pulled back into that. And some people say, well, Lex, when you go in, like beyond RDC, when you go in, I feel that electricity through you and it changes lives. What's the difference? I'm like, the difference is that's the spirit given to me to speak through to others. That's the energy and the current that channels its way and connects its way through me to give. And now I can take lessons from that too, but at the same time, I still get back into my humanity form, and I still get to the point where I forget things, or I start being like, okay, I'll let it slide. But at the end of the day, don't ever take more from yourself and expect less from others. If you're willing to go on a platform to where you want to give 150%, remember, it's up to that person to come up to 100% with you. Now, you can't willingly go somewhere at 200% level, knowing someone is on a 20% level and expecting them to jump to 200. That's just not going to happen. Nor over evaluating the situation. But if you are at least believing that the person's on some kind of a understanding level with you, it's just the point that we have to know when to cut things off, when to slow things down, and when to reassess ourselves. Take time to fill your own cup up. Don't be halfway, half empty, or half full. Be the half point where you want yourself to be. Now, the half point means what you'll take and what you won't from whatever you give and other people won't. But at the same time, your fullness. If you continue to be fullness, there's nothing that's half point in you or halfway. It might always exist on the outer, but the inner is abundantly overpouring in you. So work on you, focus on you, get the things aligned that have to directly deal with how your inside atmosphere is being. Therefore, you're always full, so nothing can ever make you feel halfway, half empty, half full, half point, half of you. There's nothing half about you. Your fullness and its completion. You're made exactly how you're supposed to be. Whether you're on a journey for your change in a physical, whether you're on a journey for the change of a new materialistic thing that you have, no matter what it is, those are things that you feel you need as aesthetics or whatever they want to say, props. The whole thing is once you feel the whole fullness of you, never will you ever look at anything halfway again. But if you're attaching those things to your fullness, you're always going to feel halfway, half empty, half full, to the half point. There's nothing halfway. Hashtag halfway doesn't do. Fullness is within you. So I don't want to get this confusing with the half and the full, but Camille, thank you very much. I plan on going to visit Washington myself. And as always, you can reach anything you want to check on our home base. That's realdoubledosechannel.blogspot.com and Real Double Dose Channel at yandex.com. That's YANDEX.com for any inquiries or customer support. We have a lot of things rolling out for you. Like I said before, we'll be putting the link in here soon to check out our YouTube channel and anything else that can help inspire you so you can have more of a conversation back and see each other's conversations back and win your travel contests, your giveaways, your gift card giveaways and anything to empower you to be a better person. This is what this whole movement of RDDC family is all about. Anything to help get you to where you need to be. More of yourselves, full of yourselves, and understanding and knowing of yourselves in the right prosperous ways of abundance. And it's all love. So we enjoy answering the questions. We enjoy being here. I'm going to cut this right now where we are so you can get back to your day and maybe replay it or maybe share it or whatever you feel like doing to reiterate these things in your mind. But just remember, you are fullness and you are love, because love is always full, never empty. So we enjoyed this segment. As always, we will remember you and get back with you soon.